see. All right. So next, man, just to close off the topic, Big Mike, of you being in prison, you get the good news that you had won your appeal and you're going to be released. So what was that feeling like, finding out that you were actually going to be released from prison after all that time?
At first, it ain't even feel real. It was basically like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't feel real at first because I had did so much time and then it was still like, I was still basically institutionalized. Like, okay, I finished. I went up there, the lawyer told me I won the appeal. I went back to the deck and did exactly the same shit I do at any other time. Made some food, kick it with the guys, get on the phone. I told people, yeah, I won my appeal and shit like that. But like the real feeling to come home ain't kick in until I actually went back to the Cook County jail and had to go through that process all over again. That's when the feeling kicked in. When I was like, okay, yeah, I won my appeal. This shit is real. You know what I'm saying? And when I was going through the court process and shit like that, it didn't look too good at first. It looked like this judge could possibly give me the same time again. He let me know that. He said, I could give you exactly that same time I gave you the first time, right back, just under a different charge. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of did have a hope at first, stuff like that. But for some reason, his tone, it changed. It's like he wasn't on that with me long. He was like, man, you know what I'm saying? When you was wild and you was this age and now you this age, I feel like you learned your lesson. So I'm just going to give you 11 years, 85%. You still got to go sit down and do another year. That's when the real happiness kicked in because I knew like, oh, one more year and I'm gone. So when it did my other year with no problems, no complications, I wasn't doing nothing to get into it with no staff no more, none of that. Like I really had turned myself into a real live lane. Like I wasn't no nuts.
Nah, that was smart. So that whole time, how difficult is it? I got to ask this, just to dig a little deeper. How difficult is it to keep your nose clean for a whole year in prison?
It's really hard because you have people that's going to be wanting to try you. You might have to bite your tongue on something. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit in prison that get you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you bump into a the wrong way, he gonna scratch off on you. You owe somebody a couple of noodles or some anything for commissary, and you don't give it to him on commissary day, he gonna take off on. So like a lot of shit, it's hard to duck it, but it really ain't that hard when you known for being, you know what I'm saying, like they didn't know what I was gonna do next. So it was like, all right, we just gonna leave him alone, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you had already built a reputation, so they knew better than to try to test you. It's what it's not like.
They knew I was snapping at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I got that bipolar side of me. Like when I get mad, it's like it's hard to turn off. You gonna have to give me some music or something. I'm gonna have to put some headphones on, listen to some music or something for me to even, you know what I'm saying, get away from all that shit. Or lock me in my cell so I can calm down. Because if I'm out there in that day room and you just did something, I'm finna beat the fuck out you. It's finna be to the point where you finna get really fucked up and I'm gonna embarrass you out here in front of everybody type shit. So.
That's crazy, man. Well, I'm glad that you were able to make it through that year. Now, when you finally get out, how long did it take before you linked back up with your brother Wooski?
The same day. The first day I got out, I talked to all my people. Like I'm a family man anyway. So when I first got out, I was talking to my people. I mean, not all my people, because there was some people that I never heard from while I was locked up. And then when I came home, they wanted to kick it, reach out to me, they missed me. I was a letter away. You know what I'm saying? Anything you could have told my mama, like ask my mama how I'm doing and shit like that. Like it's family members that weren't reaching out at all, which I don't fault them. I don't even get no fuck. That shit don't matter to me. But the ones that was there and the ones that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm locked in with, like I talked to all my family members. You know, I talked to my little brother on a daily basis. Shit, right before this interview, I was just on the phone with him. So
that's crazy, man. And so the whole time, and I've seen your other interviews, you know, cheat code type stuff, right? And right. The whole time you had remained in communication with Wooski, even through his trials and tribulations in the streets. Had that bond never been broken? It was like always you were checking in on him and making sure things were right?
Oh yeah, it's always like that, and it's always gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? I check on all my brothers. You feel me? I make sure they straight. You know what I'm saying? The relationship is powerful. You feel me? It's like you can't be broke. You can't break the relationship I got with my brothers because that's just who we are. We gonna ride with each other no matter what. It don't matter who you is, no matter where you from. It don't matter if you got a name. They could be calling your ass the boogeyman. They could be calling you the boogeyman. When you go to sleep and have them nightmares, you're gonna see us coming.
Now, what's even crazier is you've got a brother Wooski whose name was ringing out, I mean loud, like it dropped computers. It was really a big thing in the Chicago drill culture, man. What kind of feeling is that, man?
I mean, it was a good feeling at first, and then it turned into a bad feeling because I started growing. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, at first it was like, yeah, you nigga, y'all scared of my brother that. You know what I'm saying? He dropped the song, which I'm not too fond of the song because it's a lot of people up in there that I cared about in that song.
Understandable.
But he was doing this thing though, you know what I'm saying? And I was proud. Like, yeah, that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? That's little bro. He gonna get on your ass type shit. Like he was that. He still is that, you know what I'm saying? But then as I started growing and I started realizing the shit we out here doing and shit like that, and we get not putting ourselves in these positions because all this shit lead to is jail or death. You know what I'm saying? We either gonna go to jail or we gonna die.
Now, do you feel like with all growing older and having a better understanding of all those situations, because, when you're young, you're just young, you're doing crazy stuff and you're not old by any means. You're still a young cat per se, right? But now you're mature. There's a difference there, right?
Yes.
Do you consider yourselves one of the lucky ones?
Well, you can say that. I do consider myself one of the lucky.
Nah, go ahead and keep it real, man. Do you feel that or not?
You can say it, but I definitely don't feel like I'm one of the lucky ones though. Because I'm still dealing with a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like being lucky means that I'd have made it all the way out. I'm decent. I can go get put up. I got my together. I got my money together. My family straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got none of that. My family not straight yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't put up all the way yet. I'm not. My mind ain't fully developed yet. I still got growing to do, just like a lot of. See, I learn shit every day though. Every day I learn something.